Okay, so hello guys, and before we begin, I would like to greet all of our live viewers. So hello everyone, and happy Monday. So this is the first day of the week, and I'm really hoping that we will all be ending this day with a lot of profitable trades. Also, guys, I have a favor to ask, so kindly react on our comment section down below, so I would know what are your thoughts about this live session. Also, guys, if you have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to comment it down below, okay? So I can do my best to answer all of your queries. Also, guys, if you have made any profits, please feel free to share it with me as well, so I can then congratulate you and give you a shout out during our live session. So, for today, guys, I have a lot of things that I wanted to share with you, and we will begin with the news that could affect our markets today. So, we've got four highlighted news, and after that, we will be discussing about the richest forex trader. So, you guys would be inspired to keep on trading and improve the skills that you have. And after that, we will be discussing our topic for today, which is about price action. And after that, we will be trading and analyzing two markets such as the S&P 500 and the US natural gas. And after that, we will be continuing the topic earlier, which is about candlestick patterns. So please stay tuned until the end of our live session so you guys will know the topics that we have for today, okay? And you can learn from our session, okay? But before we begin, let me just call out all of our new users here at the Ripple A Forex. So guys, if you are a new user who is still using our demo account, you can now use our live account, okay? And you can use my invitation code and QR code for registering your account. So you guys will be able to get 100% bonus on your first deposit. So please don't miss out this deal. Now kindly scan the QR code flashing on your screens or use my invitation code, which is again 8HEN09. Again, guys, the amount that you might receive is a total of $170 worth of welcome bonuses, and these are the account opening rewards, loss rewards, and the first deposit reward. So what are you waiting for, guys? Please register now and start your trading journey with us here at the Ripple A Forex. All right. So now let us move forward and discuss about the richest forex traders. So we've got 3 or 4 richest forex traders right here. And so, guys, the richest forex traders have amassed significant fortunes by trading in the forex market. So it's not just about the plain luck that got them to where they are today. So millionaire forex traders use a wide range of techniques and planning to become successful in the forex market. So there's a lot that today's everyday forex trader can learn from these major players, and in this guide, we will look into the success stories of forex biggest traders who have made millions off of their efforts. And we will also look at some techniques that such traders have used to become successful. So guys, it is difficult to achieve a significant financial gain in the forex market, so knowing a little bit about the major players' success stories can certainly help the process. All right? So now let us move forward and discuss the first or richest forex that we've got for today. And so now that is, let me check. So richest rich trader number 1. So we have here Paul Tudor Jones, okay? All right, so guys, let's see who is Paul Tudor Jones. So guys, Paul Tudor Jones has a current net worth of about $4.5 to $5 million. So after graduating from the University of Virginia back in 1976, Jones had many opportunities presented to him, so he even asked to attend Harvard Business School, and Jones turned it down, instead opting to work in commodity trading. This choice was a smart one because during the 1987 market crash, Jones made the option to short, making more than $100 million. So since then, he has founded his own investment corporation that focuses on the fluctuations of the currency markets, interest rates, and he also the NYSE's chairman between 1992 and 1995. So he's still one of the richest forex traders on the planet with a total net worth of about 4.5 to $5 billion. And also, guys, Paul Tudor Jones' advice for beginner traders is that the most important rule is to play great offense, not great defense. And every day I assume every position I have is wrong and I know where my stop risk points are going to be. So I do that so I can define my maximum drawdowns, and hopefully I spend the rest of my day enjoying positions that are going in my direction. And if they are going against me, then I have a game plan for getting out. Okay, so that's it for Paul Tudor Jones. So now the second rich forex trader, or our trader itself, is none other than, let's take a look. So we have here Joe Lewis. So guys, Joe Lewis has a current net worth of about $5 billion. So guys, this UK trader boasts an aspiring rag to riches story, and Joe Lewis started working when he was only 15 years old, and that is to help his family's carrying business. So after inheriting the business, Lewis sold it and began his journey into currency trading. So this decision paid off because Lewis worked with George Soros during that fateful day in 1992, and with his part of the trade, he was able to bring home $1.8 billion. So today, Lewis is worth around $5 billion, and Lewis' advice for beginner forex traders is that one of the rewards of your success is the quiet enjoyment of it. So being on the front page of the newspapers, it doesn't allow that. And the next richest forex trader right here is none other than, let's take a look. So here is Sashikant Sharma. So let's see who Sashikant Sharma is. So guys, this trader has a lot to be proud of at the age of 34. So knowing all trading pitfalls and subtle aspects, Sashikant became the richest forex trader in India. So at the age of 22, he took the first step in learning forex, and in the course of training, he was failing again and again. But this is the way how he understood the importance of a step-by-step approach. So guys, there is such a good expression: don't bite off more than you can chew. And this is what you should keep in mind. So knowing the basics means having more chances to develop expertise. And the recommendations from Sashikant is pretty simple. So don't look for easy ways to learn how everything works in the forex market. And the thing one should bear in mind is that the patience, hard work, and discipline really pays off. Okay? So that's it for Sashikant Sharma, and these are the successful traders that we've got for today. Okay? And so, a quick question right here. So can I get rich trading forex? And the short answer would be yes. So simply look at the examples of the forex millionaires and billionaires, because they have experienced tremendous success, many of which started as working class people. However, guys, it's important to remember that the most forex traders lose money as this market is very volatile, okay? It's all about how much you are willing to risk. And I really hope that you can be a successful and profitable trader like these people that we have here, okay? So now, since we are done here, let us move forward and discuss the news for today. So we've got 4 highlighted news. So if you have plans on trading one of these markets, please listen carefully. Okay, so first we have here is the Great Britain pound versus US dollar. So now this market retreats from daily top and is still well bid amid the broad-based US dollar weakness. So now the Great Britain pound versus US dollar pair catches some fresh bids on the first day of a new trading week, though struggles to find acceptance of capitalize on the move beyond the 1.1300 mark. So now spot prices hold steady above the mid 1.1200 through the first half of the session amid a modest US dollar weakness. So a strong recovery in the global risk sentiments, along with a softer tone surrounding the US dollar or US Treasury bond yields, turns out to be a key factor exerting some downward pressure on the safe haven buck. And that said, a combination of factors help limit deeper losses for the greenback and keep solid on the GBP versus USD pair, at least for the time being. So now, guys, this pair meanwhile reacted a little to the fact that the new UK finance manager Jeremy Hunt reversed the controversial economic package announced in the mini budget on September 23. So this in turn suggests that the path of least resistance for spot prices is to the downside and warrants some caution for aggressive bullish traders. So that is it for the Great Britain pound versus US dollar. So now the next highlighted news that we've got here is the US dollar versus Canadian dollar. Again, guys, if you have any questions regarding the markets that we are discussing right now, please feel free to comment it down below, okay? So, moving forward, let us discuss about the US dollar versus Canadian dollar. So now this market hangs near the daily low on softer US dollar, and downside seems limited amid the bearish oil prices. So now this pair struggles to capitalize on Friday's strong intraday rally near the 200 pips from the 1.3700 mark, and meets with a fresh supply on the first day of a new week. So now the pair remains depressed through the first half of the session and is currently placed near the daily low, which is just above the 1.3700 round figure. So now a combination of factors prompts a fresh selling around the US dollar, which in turn is seen exerting some downward pressure on the US dollar versus Canadian dollar pair, and reports that the UK government is preparing for a major U-turn on the planned tax cuts boosts investors' confidence. So this, along with a modest pullback in the US Treasury bond yields, undermines the safe haven greenback. So that said, hawkish Fed expectations should act as a tailwind for the US bond yields and help limit the downside for the buck. And also, the market seems convinced that the US central bank will stick to its aggressive rate hike cycle to combat stubbornly high inflation, which remains elevated near a multi-decade high in September. So the current market pricing indicates a nearly 100% chance of another supersized 75 BPS rate increase at the next FOMC policy meeting in November. And also, apart from this, a fresh leg down in crude oil prices could undermine the commodity-linked loonie and should limit losses for the US dollar versus Canadian dollar. So that is it for the US dollar versus Canadian dollar. So now the next highlighted news that we've got here is the euro versus US dollar. And now this market, the bulls regained the upper hand above the 0.9700. So the single currency leaves behind the Friday's negative price action and motivates euro versus US dollar to regain the initiative and reclaim the area just above the 0.9700 in the figure on Monday. So now, guys, this market advances with decent gains on Monday on the back of the resumption of the selling pressure around the greenback and the broad-based upbeat mood in the risk-associated universe. So some extra support for the euro also comes after rumors said that the ECB board member P. Lane will advocate for 75 BPS rate hike at the next event in the end of the month. So still around, the ECB Vice President De Guindos did not rule out a technical recession in the euro area, although he later suited the comments by saying that any recession will not be excessively intense. So euro versus US dollar recovers part of the ground lost at the end of last week and seems refocused on the area of recent peaks in the 0.9800 neighborhood. So for the meantime, a price action around the European currency is expected to closely follow dollar dynamics, geopolitical concerns, and the Fed ECB divergence. And following latest result from key economic indicators, the latter is expected to extend further amid the ongoing resilience of the US economy. So guys, that is the highlighted news that we've got for the euro versus US dollar. So now the last market that we have here is the gold market. So now this market claims to gain above the $1,655 level amid the weaker US dollar. And the gold attracts some buying on the first day of a new week and reverses a major part of Friday's downfall to over a 2-week low. So now the gold market sticks to its intraday gains through the first half of the session and is currently placed near the daily high, which is around this $1,657 to $1,658 region. So now the US dollar struggles to capitalize on Friday's strong intraday positive move and meets with a fresh supply on Monday amid a modest pullback in the US Treasury bond yields. So now a weaker greenback offers some support to the dollar-dominated gold, though a combination of factors could act as a headwind and warrant some caution for bullish traders. So reports that the UK government is preparing for a major U-turn on planned tax cuts boost investors' confidence, which is evident from the risk on impulse in the equity market. So this, along with growing acceptance that the Fed will stick to its aggressive policy tightening path to curb inflation, should keep a lead on the safe haven gold. And the bets were reaffirmed by the stronger US CPI report released last week and the recent hawkish comments by several Fed officials, adding credence to the negative outlook to the gold market. So guys, these are the highlighted news that we've got for today. So please let me know if you have any questions or suggestions. Alright, so now since we are done with the news and the richest forex traders and the beginner's guide, let us now head on to our discussion, which is about the price action. Okay, so again, keep the comments coming, guys, if you have any questions or suggestions. So now let's talk about the price action. So guys, the price action describes the characteristic of a security's price movement, and this movement is quite often analyzed with respect to price changes in the recent past. So in simple terms, the price action is a trading technique that allows a trader to read the market and make subjective trading decisions based on the recent and actual price movements rather than relying solely on technical indicators. So guys, since it ignores the fundamental analysis factors and focuses more on recent and past price movement, the price action trading strategy is dependent on technical analysis tools. And so now, since price action trading relates to recent historical data and past price movement, all technical analysis tools like charts, trend lines, price bands, high and low swings, technical levels of support and resistance, and consolidations are taken into account as per the trader's choice and strategy fit. So the tools and patterns observed by the trader can be simply price bars, price bands, breakouts. Trend lines are complex combinations involving candlesticks, volatility, and channels. So now guys, here's the popularity of price action trading. So price action trading is better suited for short to medium-term limited profit trades instead of long-term investments. So most traders believe that the market follows a random pattern and there is no clear systematic way to define a strategy that will always work. So by combining the technical analysis tools with the recent price history to identify trade opportunities based on the trader's own interpretation, price action trading has a lot of support in the trading community. So the advantages include the self-defined strategy offering flexibility to traders, applicability to multiple asset classes, easy use with any trading software, applications, and the trading portals, and the possibility of easy backtesting of any identified strategy on past data. And most importantly, the traders feel in charge, as the strategy allows them to decide on their action instead of blindly following another set of rules. So now, what does price action mean? So price action refers to the pattern or character of how the price of a security or asset behaves, and often in the short run. So price action can be analyzed when it is plotted graphically over time, often in the form of a line chart or candlestick chart. And technical analysts also look to price action and charts to look for patterns or indicators that can help predict how a security will behave in the future and the time entry and exit points of trades. Also, technical tools like moving averages and oscillators are derived from price action and projected into the future to inform traders. So now guys, is some limitations of the price action. So guys, the price action is often subjective and the traders may interpret the same chart or price history somewhat differently, leading to different decisions. And also another limitation is that the past price action is not always a valid predictor of future outcomes. Okay, so as a result, technical traders should employ a range of tools to confirm indicator and be prepared to exit trades quickly if their predictions was proven incorrect. Alright, so guys, that's it for the introduction of price action, and please feel free to check on until the end of our live session because we still have a lot of things to talk about, okay? And now let us move forward to some of my winning trades. So taking a look at this one right here, we have made thousands of dollars of profits for the various markets that we are trading, and that is the Australian dollar versus US dollar, New Zealand dollar versus US dollar, natural gas, and SP500. So really guys, I really hope that by the end of this day, we will all be on the lookout for a lot of profitable trades, okay? And please keep your own trading styles and own goals to be a profitable trader like us. Okay, so now let us move forward with our risk disclaimer. So guys, for our risk disclaimer, it says here that the trading foreign exchange on margin carries a high level of risk and is not suitable for all investors. So past performance is not indicative of future results, and due to the timelines and market volatility, these analyses may no longer be valid and hence for reference only. So AAA Forex will not be held responsible for any losses that occur in your account. You and you alone are responsible for deciding if you are comfortable in accepting the risk involved in Forex trading. So kindly refer to the app for the latest market analysis update. And again, guys, I just wanted to remind each and every one of you to trade at your own risk. So that is correct. And so now, guys, are you ready? And so we will now be moving forward with the first market that we will be trading, which is the US natural gas. But first, guys, kindly give me a minute while I prepare my chart. So I will be right back. Please stay tuned. Okay guys, so now we are here at our chart for the XNG USD market. Okay, so kindly give me a minute, guys. Again, just a reminder, if you are going to open a position, please know your risk management strategies, okay? And please be consistent and follow that so you will not lose much in this market, okay? Okay, so now let us move forward and discuss about the XNG USD right here. So taking a look at our chart right here. So after reaching the after reaching the high at the price level of 7.016, which was hit last Friday. And taking a look at this one right here, it surpasses a previous lower high that was created. So there's a possibility that the market will likely gonna rise up, but it did not because there was a news that affected this market, and it fell down, had a breakout, and we fell down continuously, surpassing the previous lower low that was created at 6.500, and continuously fell down, creating a low at the price of 6.300. So, guys, for the U.S. and natural gas, this U.S. natural gas futures dropped about 6% to a 3-month low on Monday, with a collapse in European forward to a 4-month low, and forecast for milder U.S. weather and low demand next week than previously expected. So guys, the U.S. natural gas futures have already been declining for the past 8 weeks on a record output and reduced liquefied natural gas exports that have allowed the utilities to inject a much bigger than normal amount of gas into storage over the past month. So major LNG outages include the Berkshire Hathaway Energy shutdown of its 0.8 billion cubic feet per day Cove Point LNG export plant in Maryland for about 3 weeks of planned maintenance on October 1, and the continuing shutdown of Freeport LNG 2.0 BCFD plant in Texas for unplanned work after an explosion on June 8. So now Freeport expects the facility to return to at least a partial service in early to mid-November. So there are at least 3 vessels currently heading to Freeport, and that includes the Prism Brilliance and the CPIC Methane, prompting some traders to believe Freeport will return in November, and others in the market, however, believe that the plant return will be delayed. Okay, so officials at Freeport said that they remain on track to return the plant in November. So now U.S. LNG export could start to rise later this week if Cove Point returns to services, as some traders expect. So now the front-month gas futures for November delivery fell to 37.3 cents or 5.8% to settle at the $6.080 per MMBtu units, and that puts the contract on track for its lowest close since July 8th. And now last week, speculators cut their NAFTA short futures and options positions on last New York mercantile and intercontinental exchanges for the first time in 7 weeks, and in bets the weather will be colder in December and next winter, and the premiums of futures for December 2022 over November 2022 and November 2023 over October 2023 both jumped to record highs. So despite the weeks of declines, U.S. futures were still up about 62% so far this year, as soaring global gas prices feeds demand for U.S. exports due to the supply disruption and sanctions linked to Russia's February 24th invasion of Ukraine. Okay, so gas was still trading at $38 per MMBtu in Europe and $35 in Asia. So now, guys, for our market prediction, okay, let's take a look at other things to add for our market prediction. So guys, considering the advanced print for the U.S. natural gas futures, the open interest dropped by around the 3,600 contracts after 4 consecutive daily builds on Friday. So in the same line, the volume reversed 2 daily builds in a row and went down by around the 97.4 thousand contracts. So now Friday's downtick in prices of natural gas with amid declining open interest and volume, hinting at the idea that a short-term rebound lies ahead. So guys, there could have a rebound for this market. So that said, the commodity faces an immediate up barrier at the 200-day simple moving average today, which will be at the price level of $6.664 per MMBtu. So guys, that is why our market prediction is that this will likely gonna rise up. This will have a rebound. Okay, so guys, please be mindful of the rebound because it will not be much, and the overall market prediction is still gonna go down, but we will be taking advantage of that. Okay, so we will now be placing in our target profit at this high right here, which will be at the 6.700, and we will be placing in our stop loss at this low right here, which will be at the 6.00. Again, guys, if you wanted to trade with me for this market, kindly click on the featured markets beside the chat room and look for the U.S. natural gas. Again, our target profit will then be at the 6.700. Stop loss at 6.00 psychological level. So now let me just get my app ready so we can then trade the first currency, or I'm sorry, the first market that we have here. So this is not a currency pair. I'm sorry about it. Okay. There we go. Click on the energy right here. Click on the XNG USD market. Okay, so guys, I just wanted to remind you that you should always consider the 1% rule, okay? And the 1% rule is never risk more than 1% to 3% of your capital on any single trade. So if you take that one idea, it will save you a lot of money, and this will also save you when times get tough. Alright, so now let's click on the buy button right here and let us set up our lot. Again, just a reminder, you don't necessarily need it to copy whatever lot that I will be putting right here, okay? It will depend on your risk tolerance and depends on the capital that you have right now. So we will be placing in one lot. And we will be setting up our stop loss and target profit. So guys, like what I said, this one is really important, okay? So if we are wrong about our trade and you set up your stop loss, your losses will not escalate any further, okay? So stop loss will then be at the lows of 6.00 and target profit at the 6.700. Maybe you can go higher than this. Since like what I said, the target profits should always be higher than our stop loss. There we go, so this one's better. So again, we are using one lot, the stop loss at 6.00 and target profit at the 6.800. So now let me just click on this buy button right here and let us wait for more profits later on. Okay, so alright, so there you have it, guys. So we have successfully opened a position for the first market that we just traded and analyzed for today. So now before we head on to the next market, which will be the S&P 500, let's first have a 5-minute break. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna give you a chance to go to the loo and get some snacks. So I will be back after 5 minutes, and to those who will be staying right here, kindly listen to this lovely music while waiting. So I'll be back, guys. Okay guys, so now we are back and we are here at the S&P 500. So now guys, let's take a look. So last Thursday. So this was last Thursday. So after reaching the low at the 34.88, it now rose up, surpassing the previous high that was created at the price level of 36. Okay, 36 is 34. After reaching this high right here, it now rose up, surpassing this level and created a new high at the price of 36.80 and fell down a bit short and created a higher low. So it does not surpass the previous one that was created. So there's a possibility that the market will rise up. And it did, and it surpasses the previous high that was created at 3700 and created a new high at the price of 3720. So it now goes a bit above the 3700 psychological level. But last Friday, since there's a news release because of the NFT report, it now fell down drastically, surpassing the previous higher low that was created at 3647 and created a new low at the price of 35.78. So after this one was created, it now rose up again, creating lower highs. So it does not surpass the previous one that was created. So there's still a possibility that the market will go down. So now let's take a look at what we could add up for the S&P 500. So guys, for the S&P 500 on Thursday last week, the S&P plunged to a low of 3,491.58, putting it down more than 4% for the week. So with this, the benchmark index tested a support zone defined by a 50% retracement of the March 2020 to January 2022 advance at 3,505.24. So a Fibonacci-based longer-term moving average and the 233-week moving average, which was around the 3,480. So after flirting with this zone for only 15 minutes or early, so on Thursday, a powerful reversal ensued, which carried into the first 15 minutes or so of Friday's session. So that said, guys, the SPX stalled just a shy of a weekly Gann lane, which presented a stiff hurdle, which is around the 3,717, and the SPX was only able to rally as high as 3,714 on early Friday before turning tail again. So it ended down with 1.6% for the week. So guys, the S&P 500 futures coated up around 50 points or more than 1.4% in the pre-market Monday, and it looks poised to take aim at the upside again. But still, in order to gain confidence in a more significant recovery, traders will want to see the SPX reclaim and hold the weekly Gann line resistance, which will ascend to around 3,721. So in the event the Fibonacci retracement at the 3,505 and the 233 WMA, which will accept or ascend to 3,485 this week, were given to give away on the closing basis, as much a deeper decline may develop. So guys, traders would then focus on a one to another weekly Gann line, which will be supported at around 3,341 this week, and the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement of the March 2020 to January 2022 advance is at 3,195.28. So guys, for our market prediction, we are still expecting this one to likely gonna fall down. So we will now be placing in our target profit at this low right here, which will be placed at 35.40. And we will be setting up our stop loss at this high right here, which will be at the price level of 3,800. Okay. Again, guys, our stop loss will then be at 3,800 and target profit will then be at the low of 35.40. So you can adjust this one later on, but this is what we are going to place in. Okay, 3,800 and the target profit at 35.40. So now let me just get my app ready so we can then trade the last market that we have here. Again, guys, please be mindful while placing your bets in the markets. Okay, let me just get this one ready. And you can find it here at the indices and just click on the S&P 500. So I've seen a few people commenting right now. So hello to trader 309488, to trader 310716, to trader 101007, to trader 311851, and to trader 310702. So you seem to be very talented. So thank you to trader 310702. So please let me know if you have any questions or suggestions, okay? And I will do my best to answer all your queries. I'll be happy to help you guys, so we can all be ending this day with a lot of profitable trades. So guys, so just a reminder, you have to consider the 1% rule. And the 1% rule means never risk more than 1% to 3% of your capital on any single trade, okay? So this one will depend on the capital that you have right now, okay? And please have your own risk management strategies and have your own trading plans, okay? You have to stick to that so you can then measure your stop loss and target profits. Alright, so now let us set up our lot. So guys, this one is really important. So the reason why I keep on repeating this, because I know a lot of people lose money, okay? Because of course there's a risk in the trading forex market, okay? But the probability of winning a lot of money is high, okay? But you should set up your stop loss and target profit. So if you are wrong about your trade and you lose money, at least you set up your stop loss so it will not escalate further. And the reason why we set up our target profit, so we can then maximize the profit target that we are going to put here. So for example, you put it at the price level of, for example, 3,800, and it reached that level and then goes down. So it will automatically close when it hits that 3,800 level, and you will not lose money because it went until that level, okay? And it closed until that level as well. So we will now be placing in our target profit at 35.40. So again, guys, so just a reminder, always make sure that your target profit is larger than your losses. So now we placed one lot for this market and stop loss at 3,800 and stop loss at 3,800 and target profit at 35.40. So now let me just click on the sell button right here and let us wait for more profits later on, okay? Alright, so there you have it. We have successfully opened a position for the two markets that we just traded and analyzed for today. So now let us move forward with the last part that we have here, which is the candlestick patterns, and we will be discussing that in a while. Okay, let me just get that one ready. And please stay tuned, guys, if you wanted to know more about these things, okay? Okay. Let me just see what we've got here. Again, guys, please feel free to comment down below if you have any questions or suggestions. So now let us move forward and discuss this. Okay, let me just... There we go. So the first one that we've got here is the engulfing pattern. So guys, this is the type of candlestick pattern that can lead to strong directional movement immediately after it forms. So here we can see that the price is moving down, right? And it hits this area right here. Can you see that? Yeah, okay. So it leads to strong, it went here until this level right here. And then it reverses to the upside. So now that makes this a potential level of support going forward. And so we see the price moving down towards that level of support. We would be on the lookout for a buy trade opportunity. Alright? And when it hits that level, we will see a bullish engulfing candle being formed. And this is when we have a candlestick pattern that forms when a small red candle right here is followed by a large green candlestick, and the body of which completely overlaps or engulfs the body of the previous candlestick. All right, and so now the next one that we have here is the doji candle. So here we have the doji candle. So for the doji, this is a type of candlestick that has the same opening and closing price. So looking at this chart right here on the left, we see multiple reactions from price coming in at this area. So if we extend this level out further in time, it marks an area of potential resistance, which is the red line right here. And guys, so when the price returns to this level of resistance, we will be able to see the doji candle being formed. And in this example, the doji candle represented a lack of buying pressure. Okay, And so we see sellers step in and move the prices back down. So guys, when you've seen a doji candle being formed at the level of resistance, it is a sign that we are on a downtrend. Okay, we will be on a downtrend. So now here are the 4 main types of doji candles. So now the first one that we've got here, for the examples of doji candle, we have here the regular doji. Second is long-legged doji, where the upper and lower wicks are much larger than normal. Next is we have the dragonfly doji, where we have a long lower wick and the price closest at the top of the candlestick. And last, we have here the gravestone doji, which has a long upper wick and the price closing at the bottom. Okay, so next we have here is the momentum candle. So guys, for the momentum candle, this is the candle that is typically at least 2 to 3 times larger than the majority of the candles on our chart. So in this example right here, you can see a green bullish momentum candle, and if you compare the size of the candle to all the candles that came before it, it easily fits the criteria for a momentum candle, right? And these candles will often result in a sustained directional movement after they are formed. And this one is especially true when we have the momentum candle preceded by a period of sideways movement. So guys, the reason why this happens is because whenever the price is moving sideways for an extended period of time, we'll have both traders entering buy and sell position. And so when the bullish momentum candle forms, this one right here, all the traders who entered a sell position back here will be forced to close their trades, and that will add more fuel to the upside price movement. Okay, and guys, we will also see similar price movement when we have a bearish momentum candle, except that these candles will often result in a sustained move to the downside. Okay, and so next we have here is the hammer. So guys, for the hammer, this candlestick will often form at the end of a downtrend, and this could signal a possible reversal to the upside. So a candle like this shows us that buyers have absorbed all the selling that occurred during the period of time, and they were able to they were able to move the price back up to the top of the candle's range. And when we see a pattern like this occurring at our level of support, it can often result in a fast reversal to the upside. Alright, so that is it for the hammer. So now the next one that we have here is the shooting star. So for the shooting star, this is the candlestick pattern, which is similar to the hammer, okay? Except that it will often result in a reversal to the downside. So this one consists of a candle with a large upper wick and a small body that closes near the near the low of its range. Second, we have here is the twizzler top. So for the twizzler tops, guys, this pattern occurs when the price is moving up, and we will be able to see a green candle with a long wick on the end, followed immediately by a red candle with a similar size wick. So guys, this is a type of reversal pattern, and this can often result in a reversal to the downside after it is formed. So the opposite of this pattern is the twizzler bottoms, okay? And this is when we have a red candle with a long wick on the end, immediately followed by a green candle with a similar size wick, and this one often results in a fast reversal to the upside. Okay, and the next we have here is the morning star. So for the morning star, we have here the candlestick pattern that often appears at the very end of a downtrend, and it is characterized by 3 main parts. So the first one we have here is the bearish candle, which represents strength to the downside, and next we have a much smaller candle, which shows indecision in the market. So the strength from sellers begin to slow down. And lastly, we have a bullish candle with which closes above the midpoint of the first bearish candle. So now this shows that buyers are gaining strength over sellers and more often result in a reversal to the upside. Okay, so again, morning star is a reversal to the upside, and next is evening star. So for the evening star, this pattern often occurs at the end of an uptrend, and it is characterized by 3 parts again. And the first one we have is the bullish candle showing strength from buyers. Next we have here is another indecision candle, and third is a bearish candle showing increasing strength from sellers. And this one reverses to the downside. Okay, when you've seen in evening star pattern, it is a reversal to the downside. And lastly, we have here the multiple candle wicks. So for the multiple candle wicks, this pattern will occur most often at a strong level of support and resistance. So guys, here taking a look at the left side, we can see the price is moving down, okay, and it hits this area. And then we see a reversal to the upside right here. And so after that, the price breaks through that level. It now remains to test the level from underneath, where it now acts as resistance right here. But look at what happens when the price returns to retest that level the second time. So take note of all the wicks on the candles because they are rejecting the level of resistance, and this is a good sign that sellers are willing to step in, which will increase the probability that the level will hold. So taking a look at this one right here, it moves above the level of resistance, and we see sellers step in and pushes the price back down. Okay, and guys, so this is the price movement that you wanted to see to confirm your entries. Okay, but on the other hand, the photo right here on the last part, if you see that the price was approaching a level of resistance and we see a green strong candlestick immediately break through, that would be our warning to avoid our trade. Okay, so avoid entering your trade if you've seen a bullish momentum candle right here, because this one often results in a reversal to the upside. Okay, and so guys, these are the best candlestick patterns that we have for today. So if you still have any questions, please feel free to comment down below, okay? And I really hope that you learned a lot from these topics that we have covered for today. And again, please send me a message if you have any questions. So guys, that's it. And before we end our session, let me just have a quick recap of the topics that we have covered. So first, we discussed about the news. We had the 4 highlighted news. We also have discuss about the richest forex traders, and we also discussed our topic earlier, which is about the price action, the means of price action, limitations of price action, and we also traded and analyzed 2 markets such as the S&P 500 and US natural gas. All right, and so that's it for our session for today, and I'm really glad that I'm able to share all these things with you. So if you still have any questions for me, please feel free to comment down below, or you can also message us personally through our WhatsApp numbers. Okay, so that's it for today, and let me just introduce you to our next live speaker, who is a really profitable trader. So please welcome Xavier McAdams, as he will be discussing Forex Beginner's Guide, and he will also trading different markets such as Ethereum and the Euro versus US dollar. Okay, so please take a look at his next live session. So guys, again, this is your analyst and your speaker for today. My name is Tatiana, wishing you all a profitable Monday. So guys, let's start this week right, and I'm really hoping that we will all be ending this day with a lot of profits. Okay, so guys, that's it, and see you again tomorrow.